welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I am your guest host. My name is Joanne, for those that are new here, and I am the Director of Marketing here at Legendary Marketer. Dave is on a well-deserved little vacay, and I have the pleasure of being able to fill in for him. So welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. We have another phenomenal guest that I'm super stoked about. And before I bring her on, in case you are brand new and you would like to get text notifications of every time we go live, please text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. If you text anything else except those three letters, it will not enroll you and it'll just be in text space forever because we don't respond to anything there. We don't do any other conversations. No other texts go out from that number except the notification of when we go live with a direct link to our live feed. So once again, text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. And of course, if you need some legendary swag to help you get through your challenge, your education, your day, or you just want a really cool t-shirt or some other item with the Legendary logo on it, you can grab that at belegendary.shop. We have phone cases, we got towels, sweatshirts, t-shirts, tank tops, hats. You can throw your own hat just like Dave does. Go over there and grab all the legendary swag that your heart desires. All right. And if you are in our community and you are in a pretty cool niche, and we haven't reached out to you, but you definitely would be amazing guest on Wake Up Legendary, you can fill out a form here at legendarymarketer.com/featured. So without further ado, and yes, I did chop my hair. There were tons of comments yesterday about it. It is definitely cut. It's all good. Change is a good thing, guys. Let's bring on our guest, Gilda. Welcome to the show this morning, Gilda.
Hi, good morning. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, we're excited to have you. So share with all of us a little bit about you and how you found Legendary.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a story.
Then I want all the details. Let's hear it.
I I don't want to cry, but I guess I would say I found Legendary when I was at the very low point of my life. I got diagnosed with cancer at that time.
Mhm.
And that was hard. Like being in bed all the time or in the sofa, I just couldn't function at all. Like
Yeah.
it's the last thing that, like, you would want to a person. But yeah, I'm here now. My hair started growing, so I'm good. um During that time I was really sick. I wanted to divert my pain on something, but before even I encountered Legendary, I enrolled myself as MOA, medical office assistant,
Okay.
just to divert my pain into like thinking of something.
Right.
And luckily they allow like an online class for that, so I was able to attend the class. It's every day, 5 to 9. So I just like put my head in there, like even when I'm in pain, like even if typing causes my finger to hurt more, I was just like, I wanted to change the way how I think of just focusing on pain.
Right.
And later on I was like, the browsing helps you also. I think everybody loves browsing.
Right. It is an escape for many, right? To escape
I'm,
what's going
I'm,
on a little bit. And that's
I'm not
okay. That's
excuse.
okay.
I love doing it as well.
Mhm.
Until now, I guess the difference is you browse differently now. You
Right.
browse for an inspiration.
Right.
So I watch so many. I didn't know about affiliate marketing.
Mhm.
Shame on me. I don't know about affiliate marketing.
Most people don't. That's what's so cool about it.
And And I was like, what is this affiliate marketing? So I did my due diligence. I was searching about it, and I watched a lot of video before I even um, purchased the 15-day challenge. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a credit card. So I sneak on my husband credit card, and I don't tell him that I actually purchased a $7 challenge because it's only $7. And
Mm-hmm.
every purchases that I do, I always ask him. I guess because I have never really back to work since I worked back in Dubai as a quality management representative. And I came here in Canada. I got pregnant. I got pregnant. I got pregnant, and and that was like my life is just at home and so dependent on him. So that was kind of like my life. And then when at some point like I needed something because um we were living on my mother-in-law's house for like almost 6 years free.
Wow. Yeah.
So we are not responsible for our bills for anything, like only for our food. But when his mom passed away and we got all the responsibilities, like paying all the bills, the mortgage and all, that's when
Mm-hmm.
we realized that I needed to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so luckily my sister has a business for some PSW, and she has some private clients that it doesn't necessary to for me to kind of like learn everything because she just needs company. That's what she
Right.
put me in there, and that helps us also to have some money coming. But when I got sick, there's no way that I can't go back, so there's like zero coming from my end. That's
Right.
when I started looking for something that I can work online,
Mm-hmm.
and taking my chance there.
Right. There's such, thank you, first of all, for being really vulnerable and transparent and sharing your story. Sometimes it's hard to share our story, but it's a beautiful one that you have. And I hope everyone that's watching right now really realizes you are freaking strong. You are amazing. You were faced with a massive challenge, a massive struggle, and you basically went, how do I find the good in this? How do I change my focus to what is going to be positive, what's going to be helpful, what's going to help my own mindset to deal with the daily pain, the struggle, the worry, the fear of everything that's involved with going through a pretty big illness. And you went, I'm going to put my focus, instead of having a pity party all day, I'm going to put my focus into something that's going to help me and my family move forward. And I feel blessed, and I know Dave would too, and honored that Legendary ended up being a part of that journey for you. And man, thank you for sharing that right off the top. It's like 8 minutes, guys, into this interview. And we've already, Gilda, you've shared so much that I hope anyone that's sitting here thinking, I'm scared, I'm going through a lot, I can't add this to my plate, you can absolutely add this to your plate, because it may be the distraction, the change in focus that someone here is listening may need as well. So thank you, Gilda, right off the bat, for sharing that story with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are massively strong and stepping into your own new power. And what another example of, at any point in our lives, we can make new decisions.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
Right?
it's a matter of making decision. There's so many chances that, like I you can do something, but making a decision is very important of changing what do you want in the future or what do you want ahead. It's a matter of making a decision.
Yeah, yeah. It really comes down to that, and deciding how you want to be in the middle of the crap that you're in, right? We all have struggles. We all have bigger moments where we're walking in the mud, more weight on our shoulders that we have to carry. But you're right. You make the decision, I make the decision how we're going to move through that. Because it's never, life is never going to be all roses and perfect, right? Just won't. But we've got to decide, am I going to be strong? Am I going to figure this out? Or am I just going to let the weight sink me and stay in the mud? Right?
That's right.
Like there's certain things we can't change. You can't change that cancer came. You can't change that.
No. I was just surprised that it came.
Yeah.
And my boys are too small. Like, what am I gonna do from here? I was being honest with my boys. I even talked to them like, are you guys ready if mommy is going to leave soon? And they said they are not.
Yeah.
So I have to fight that battle as well. Yeah. That was hard. My boys' prayer was very specific every single day.
Wow.
Like every treatments, like how it will end, how everything was like. When I look at my boys, I'm like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. But of course, I can't do it without just by myself. My family was there, my husband was there, and without them, I don't know. But I'm here now. When I started the challenge, my hair was just barely started.
Well, you look beautiful.
It's hard to fix the very short hair, but it's okay for now. I'm taking it.
I like it. I think it's cute. Oh, I mean, your energy, everything that you're sharing with us this morning, I wish we could bottle it and just hand it to every single student in our community, because it's really what's needed. It's the mindset of going, I got to show up not for just for myself, but for my kids, my family, my husband, and going after whatever it is you want to go after. You just got to do it. And who cares what's being thrown at you? Right? And man, you are just the best Friday interview, the way to head into the weekend already. And I just can't even thank you enough. And we're just at the start. We're just at the start, Gilda. This is absolutely, I'm happy and blessed to be talking with you. So thank you. Thank you for being here. So as you're going through all of this in life, we have a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressure. And now you're doing something probably new, I assume. Was getting online new. You had to create new social media accounts. Like how did you move through that fear on top of everything else going on?
Oh, I remember. I just don't know where to start. Like I think I started the challenge in early July, and as I go through with the challenge, because I watched some of the ladies already that's posting. I've been following them before I even decided to make a purchase, and I was thinking I couldn't do it. Like, how are they so good in making their content? Like, it's so how do you call that? Like the timings when they put the text or messages. I just, because I don't explore it that much. When I post, I just put my post and put a title on it, and that's my post for the day. Like, and without even like, it's just a post. It's just like a regular post. But thinking of like, I'm gonna do this started like as a business. I was like, I don't know where to start. And I was on the every 2 weeks at the time I go for my treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I think this is a good start, because I remember I took a video while I was having my treatment. I was saying that you can be sick and be sick without doing nothing, but you can be sick and do something and change for something else. So that was like my defining moment to start. Like, I just have to post it. But it took a while. It took a while to even post that because I was scared if uh am I is it am I right? I even asked my husband, is it okay to post my my struggle, my journey, my it because that
Mhm.
was like a lot of question. It was like, is it
Right.
okay? Because I wasn't active for a while when I was sick because I don't know how to show up looking really sick. And I don't want people to see me just being so sick and like asking for empathy or sympathy or whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
I just don't feel like I don't want people to come to me to reach out to me just because I am sick. Like I want them to reach out
Mhm.
to me that they remember me as their friend, not because I'm sick. So I was just quiet on the social media. And so finally when I started this, I said I gotta make like a starting point where I can say that, oh okay, this is gonna be it. So I decided to post that that video, but it took a while and then it was hard. Like I was thinking when I was reading at the messages, like it takes 1 to 2 hours or 1 to 3 hours a day. No, it takes a day for me. It takes a day for me. How are they cutting the videos? How are they? My God, that was like adding to my stress. And like,
Right.
I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, just making a content that they said it's only 1 to 3 hours and making me like 8 hours just thinking, how can this be perfect to post? Because I don't know how, because I didn't know it. I didn't explore how to do it. That was the struggle.
Right.
But now,
Well, so one, it kind of comes from comparing to what you're seeing, and it's not their day one, right?
yeah.
As you get, more knowledgeable, as you get more practice, you'll start editing quicker. But yes, it could take a day, it could take 8 hours, it could take a while, especially if you're second guessing it and you want it to go a certain way. I think that's normal, and it's awesome that you shared that because that's what a lot of people here need to hear. And that's when you've got to give yourself grace and go, it may not take 30 minutes, but it takes me 5 hours, but I'm going to get it done.
I guess because before I joined, um, w- I don't have credit cards, so that means I couldn't purchase the blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
So I was because whenever you have a chemo, like on the first week, I can't move. I like for 3 days, I will be in bed, just in bed for 3 days,
Right.
and the pain is constant. So I decided, like after a week, I have to ask my husband to take for a walk because I was listening to all those trainings that it makes like being resourceful with Dave. It was so convincing when he was in that video. I'm like, so it's not because we don't have money. It's because we're not resourceful enough to find that money to start with. So I was like, I went for a walk with my head. I said, can you just help me? I just wanted to move around. I just like, and then along the walk, that's when I told him, like, I actually found something. I'm sorry I used your card for $7. And but it doesn't end there. I think there is a better opportunity for me to work from home than just like, listen to my pain and just sitting down all day and not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure it's legit? Are you sure it's not saturated? Are you sure? Uh, I mean, how long is it going on? Like this affiliate marketing? Did you search for it? I said before I asked him, I watched so many videos already. He doesn't know that few months ago I already did some research. I even have a notes to follow, like on Facebook, that giving me like what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And on every time I do it myself, there's some missing point. Like, how is the money coming in? How is the automation coming in? There's just this something missing that I couldn't figure out. I said, I guess this is the answer. And I made a commitment to him that give me 6 months to a year to do
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise that I'll show up every single day. if you found me one day that I'm not working towards it, then remind me of the money that I asked you. And he's seen me crying because there were days, sorry, there were days during setting up. I thought I'm good in computer. I thought I am a quality management representative. We have system, but
Right.
I didn't know that finance or messaging can be automated by just doing like that. The autoresponder, the power of that. I
Right.
didn't realize that that's how powerful it is. I just know, like,
Mhm.
whenever I receive email, okay, we receive email because I do emails and I send it whenever I want it. Like, I do it and I, but now with the final things like that, you
Mhm.
can set up so many things and just be there, and it gives the commands to do it for yourself, for yourself.
Yeah.
So during this the setup, I thought like I can do it. So I said I'm gonna do it on weekend, because soon as I got the blueprints, I jumped into a decade in a day.
Uh-huh.
So it was like too much of the information already. I'm like, wow, like this is a lot. Like, I even told my husband I have to be there. He even buy me a coffee in between my training. Yeah, just to support me, because I said it's a day event that I have to be
Mhm.
there. And it's and I can see the, sorry, I can see the value, because you won't ask for that time. That when you say 15 minutes, we gotta get back at 15 minutes, not 30 minutes. You don't like, you're not gonna be late. You have to be there on time.
Yeah.
So we've seen that, like, this is the thing that you needed, because it pushed you to do something whenever there is a timeline like that. Like this is something important, because if not, you can just come back if you want, or you can
Yeah.
just do it if you want as well. So during
Ah,
that was a lot. Oh my goodness. And then
decade in a day is a lot, but man, I love decade in a day. I love teaching decade in a day. I love being on decade in a day. I love the people in decade in a day because we connect all the dots of everything that's in the education to any niche and product out there. I love that, we always are choose a different niche each webinar. They're live, they're off the cuff. We do zero planning except for what niche and what products we're going to promote. And then we build it all right there in front of you all. We don't meet beforehand.
yeah,
We don't have a funnel already set up. We don't have the copy, the headlines, none of it. We do it live with you so you guys can see really what this looks like,
and that's
what it can.
that's amazing. And when
Yeah.
I see that, like, since I watched the whole thing, because I was there the whole time, I said, like, okay, I can do it myself because I watch it.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't able to do it, and it was weekend, and I was crying. Like, I'm at the point where I'm in pain, I'm stressed, I wanted to start, and the pressure from my husband, like, how many days now, and you're still in your, and sitting up, and those are just everything that's weighing on me, and I was crying until I got I decided I gotta book myself for that one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. And everything first is always exciting and nervous, but Dave, what's this? Drew and Ryan, they are just so good. They're great to, like, accommodate you and, like,
Mm-hmm.
calm you down and give you the answer and take you to wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah, definitely. We have amazing marketing coaches. And that's one thing when you go, if you decide Blueprints is right for you, it's an option, right? It's not
It is.
required. You always have
Mm-hmm.
the 15-day challenge for anybody that's in the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel that Blueprints is right for you, you unlock more access to our marketing coaches, to me, to our Blueprints community, to Decade in a Day that you can come as much as you want, plus the recordings and all of that, which is cool. But I want everyone right now to see what grit looks like because it's sitting right here in front of me. And the definition of grit, you shared you had days where you were struggling. You shared days where you were crying. You had days where you just felt, I thought I knew how to do computers, and this made me feel like I don't know anything about computers. And you know what you did? You did it anyways. You went, this doesn't mean stop. This means figure it out. And that's what you are doing. You're representing what this looks like to just keep figuring it out and to keep going and to keep taking action every day until you get it. And every day it sounds like, and you can agree, disagree, and let me know, that every day there's a new challenge. And every day you went, let's do it.
It's a battle every day. Am I gonna post? Not post. Wait, it's this still not good. You still have to perfect it. And when you're like, I gotta do this, let me just post it. Like,
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah. And just forget about it. Sometimes you got to do that. You just got to, because we're our own worst bullies when it comes to our videos, especially in the
I
beginning.
want to look at my videos. I feel like,
But then you just got to be like, look away, post. All right, I got it done. I got it done. Right? You just kept going. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Release like big goals, release this idea of whatever you've seen anyone else doing. Decide what I need to do today. What do I have to figure out today to just take a step forward every day and figure it out? Figure it out. And you were able to get the blueprints. That was something you decided that with your husband, which I love how you took him on a walk, have a little chat. But this is just so inspiring of what it really looks like, guys. This is a typical journey. This Gilda was not like overnight. Sometimes people think, oh, someone started in digital marketing and they had overnight success and it was just really easy for them. It's not easy. It's simple as far as like step by what to do, but it's not easy. What comes up for you when I say that?
I can say, yeah, it is. Because you get the step by step what to do and you know exactly what to do. Because I tried something else online, like trying and following, but it doesn't give you that instruction to do it step by step until you reach to the point that this is where you launch.
Right.
Yeah. And if people are just I can understand that too. Like, when you buy something, you kind of like expect something. But I have to sit back and kind of like remind myself, hey, you took an MOA course that's more than $10,000. You finish it for such a long period. I just finished it like December 15, this December. And I couldn't go to work right away because I have to go apply for an on-job training to get the experience.
Okay.
And you just bought a blueprints and you're expecting to gain some money right away. Like, where is the comparison? With MOA, you still have to take your OJT before you gain the experience, before you can apply for the real job. And now you're expecting right away, as soon as you purchase tomorrow, you're expecting like a commission right away. It doesn't work that way.
Nope, that's not, we're here to teach. That's what we do here. And you got to learn it first.
Yes. Yeah. It takes action. You got to learn and do it. And I launched my digital market. I launched affiliate marketing in August, I think 5th. And you just cross your finger that I hope this is something that it's gonna work, or this is something legit, because you still have that thinking that maybe this is just like another scam. People always ask, is this legit or anything? But when with this live interview, that helps also, that gives me peace, like, oh, this is real, this is true. Because you couldn't just set up a live interview and like pick up somebody else and like,
Right.
So that there, I kind of like, make up my mind. And 4 weeks later, I woke up in the morning and the commission was there. Oh my goodness. And it's not a big amount of commission, I guess, but the feeling of like, yeah, my final works, my
Right?
it,
If like
it's
just that
legit.
confirmation that the process that I've learned and that I've spent all this time building out, it works. In some form or fashion, it works. Right?
And it actually hits you first, no matter if that's small, then a bigger commission coming in than that first time. Like, it's a different feeling, like, oh my goodness, it's coming. And it gives you hope. And that's when you keep going. On every time you see a glimpse of it, it keeps you going.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I love that it's a nice little added benefit, but it doesn't sound like it's your main focus every day, like gotta get a
No,
commission.
no,
Your main
no.
focus is what do I need to do for my community? How do I
Yeah.
continue to build my knowledge? How do I continue to build my business? And then that will result on its own if you focus on the actions that need to happen every day.
That I agree with that. I actually gained some friends throughout
Mm-hmm.
in this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something great. Like, I'm going out sometimes, meeting and have coffee with them, because sometimes they wanted to see you in person, if like, if you're real before they even join. I'm like, I'm good, let's meet up at Tim Hortons. Like,
Wow.
I I haven't been out. I have never have like a lot of friends because I never been back to a corporate world. But this could be my chance. Going out again, meeting new friends, meeting new people, learn from them,
Mm-hmm.
and they can also learn from me.
Yeah. That's what I love about I'm going to be my personal love of our masterminds is because we're a fully remote company. We always have been. And the people that I interact with every day, I love them. I love everyone that I get to talk to and work with at Legendary. But when we have mastermind, I get to see them in person and it's so cool. You're like, I didn't know everyone guesses how tall people are based off of Zoom or how short they are. We always have bets rolling and it's just so fun to sometimes take those online friends and turn them into like 3D real right in front of you. It's cool. So I totally get that. And it's such an amazing community and digital marketing as a whole has brought many amazing people into my life. And some of them I've never met in person, but we're
Oh.
really good friends, colleagues, right? And that's as you go further down this journey, as you further learn, as you further implement, as you further build your business as an entrepreneur, you start to meet others with the same mindset, the same goals. And that's what's really cool. I know we have many students in our community that have become close, that are friends, that even create videos together sometimes and content because it's
I
just more
watched them.
fun sometimes, right? But it's hard to do that right at the start because there's just a lot going on with what you need to learn and what kind of business you want to run. And then you want to align with other people that kind of have the same business ethics and goals as you. And then that's when it becomes more meaningful. Nobody's trying to you know, compete with one another. It's a very positive conversation and relationship, which is cool. But I love that you're meeting people. Like everything's changing in your life, Gilda. There's so many good things. I love this.
My husband is even surprised. Sometimes there are people that, like, some people that over time with your communication that you can trust, and they said that they wanted to come by. There's even people that, like, come by and I made them coffee and they leave.
I love
Like,
that. You're
when
not
even
having conversations in the DM, you're having coffee in your living room. That's another way to do it, guys. And that's what's beautiful. It's your business. So you get to decide how you communicate. And this is definitely the first that I've heard of inviting them over for coffee. But if that's what works, keep going, Gilda. I love it.
It does, and it helps because you can also talk to it to other people that I'm just meeting a new friend
Right.
who have a business mind like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. Hmm.
Oh, I love this. I love this. What piece of advice would you give someone that's just starting the challenge right now? You know, they don't even know if they want to do digital marketing, because that's really what the challenge helps you decide. For $7, you get to see what this looks like. You know, it's not where college you go through and you don't get an inside look. You got to keep paying thousands and thousands of tuition just to decide, oh, I got to change my major. I actually don't like this. And then pay thousands more because now you're a 5-year, 6-year college student. But for $7, you get a really good, solid look of what this world looks like. What's your advice for somebody in that phase right now?
I guess do not stress out. Um, when you don't know anything, keep your head open or to learn something new,
Mm-hmm.
because not everything that even going to school, you don't know what you probably know the subject line, but you don't know the details.
Right.
You if you wanted if you I guess if you are not desperate, if you wanted to change something new,
Mm-hmm.
try to learn. Don't stress out, because if you stress out yourself and expect bigger without even trying, without even doing, it's not going to bring you anywhere. You have
Right.
to do it. You have to do it from 1 day, second day, third day, up to 15 days, if that requires 15 days for you to learn. What is
Yeah.
15 days than 5 years in school?
Yeah.
It's a matter of doing it.
You know what I'm hearing from you, and you can correct me. What I'm hearing is sometimes people, they jump into the challenge, they bought it for $7, and every day they go, I don't want to do this. And then they watch the next video. Oh, I don't want to do that. Or, oh, I'm just looking for any reason for it not to be able to work. So they end up not actually learning. But if you go in like, you know what? Let's really take in the information. Let's really learn something new and then see if it's something I want to keep doing. I want to keep learning instead of looking for all the reasons why it's just never going to work and want to argue through yourself. Just go in with an open mind is probably really what's better. You can still decide it's not for you. Awesome. But if you go in and at least learn everything, then you know for certain you weren't your own roadblock through the process, so to speak.
That's true. I can
Right?
agree with that.
Yeah.
I am surprised with even other people would purchase like a fast track and not even started a day one challenge. Like,
Mhm.
how can you just decide to spend money for that without even doing it?
Mhm. That's
And
great.
and you keep you would send a DM on me, like asking for proofs and everything, and you buy this course that you wanted to learn, not even jumping on it.
Yep. I have an entire email sequence for people that bought the challenge and haven't started day one. There are 6 months right now of emails in that autoresponder. And I have people that open up every single one. We're just not ready yet today, but I'm going to open up tomorrow's email and maybe tomorrow I'll start the challenge I bought for $7 6 months ago. And we keep adding to it. It's wild. It's wild. There's just people are always getting ready to get ready. I'll do it
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But at some point, they'll decide they're ready. But man, think of the time wasted if you just went in and said, let's see how I feel about it. Take the 15 days and decide at that point. Gain the knowledge first before making decisions, right?
Yeah. that was for me, like, I'm gonna take this $7 and see what it is for me. If I can see myself doing it, then I will do it. If I don't, then no, because there were so many. Actually, I don't know what was um there were so many online that I tried to attend, like free webinar. I attended them all.
Oh,
Like
you got into so many funnels, you probably didn't know which one you were your
yeah,
inbox died of all the different emails.
I just unsubscribe when I feel like it's the same all over again. And
Mhm.
because I know that I couldn't purchase it, I just like deleted junk it right away.
Yeah.
But what's with this 7-day challenge is $7? I'm like, I gotta give myself a try because I already sneak out that card to buy. I gotta make this something, because I was I didn't tell my husband until I decided that I wanted to do the blueprint. I didn't
Mhm.
tell him anything about it because it
Right?
was too much already. Like, I'm taking online course and there you go, and it's gonna be another online. I'm like,
Mhm.
um, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna give you some result?
Mhm.
But the good thing now is he's very supportive.
It
Um,
sounds like he always has been, even in this conversation, right? And of course, he had questions, which I would understand and I would expect. And you were able to share that. And it sounds like he's a very supportive spouse, which is always helpful, right? To have that cheerleader there.
so whenever he doesn't hear any update from me, I was like, did you check your funnels if it's working? Are you putting the right links in there? You said it's
You told me to your deal that you give me a year. And you call me out if I don't take action every day. And I love
that's
that.
right.
You put a built-in accountability partner right then and there.
Yeah. And I think the doubts, like, sometimes it doesn't end, I guess, if you can make it. But when you see that it starts working in, it start coming in, and that's my husband, like, it's really working.
Oh, nothing gets a spouse on board when the commission checks hit the I love that. But before that happened, while you were learning, in those days of struggle, in those days of being kind of hard on yourself and having, they were just tough, where you just broke down like, oh my gosh, this is hard. He was still there supporting you on that journey of knowledge and all of that. And that's what's so cool. And that's what's beautiful. Um, and man, I really appreciate you sharing that with all of us. There are so many great comments also. There so many of you are giving Gilda tons of love.
Aw.
And if you definitely need to go back and look at these comments, but I'm going to pop up a few of them because um, just amazing. I love this community. Everyone is supportive and encouraging. This is so genuine and encouraging. Um, just, uh, it's all mindset. You have to have an open mind. I love this one. You hit the nail on the head. Learn through the eyes of a child. A curious learner learns more, which is so cool. We've got wow to your story. Yes, George, getting ready to get ready is a common problem. You hear it all the time. Oh, she is amazing. I love that laughter. Um, I love your story. You're definitely an inspiration. You are the real deal.
Thank you.
It just keeps going. It just keeps going, and just phenomenal what you have done, what you're doing right now, and having the support of your family around you through what's also a time that's been stressful for them, right?
For sure, yeah.
That worry of, oh my gosh, my mom has cancer. They see you in pain. They see the struggle you're going through every day, and you're showing them doesn't define me. Look at what I'm going to do instead. Look where I'm going to put my focus instead. Yep, I have pain. Yep, I have this absolutely horrific thing that's happening to me, but I'm going to find the light. I'm going to find the good, and I'm going to find something positive to put my focus on every day. And that's what you did here. And that is such an inspiration to go, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to stay stuck in the mud. I'm not going to stay stuck in a pity party. And this is not going to define me. I'm going to make myself be defined by something else and take control of that. And that's what you've done. And I hope everyone truly grasps that and understands the living, breathing example that you are to all of us of what this really looks like to do that. It's easy to say, oh, go do that. You just need to do, you just stay positive. Just keep going.
You can't.
But to do it is a whole other level. And man, Gilda, have you done it? You have absolutely done it.
Thank you.
Just so powerful. And for anyone that came on late that missed Gilda's entire story, please go back and watch the replay of this episode. It will, and I would even say save it, bookmark it, whatever you got to do. Gilda's interview is going to help you through the days that are just harder. The days when you're thinking about quitting, this is the interview to watch again. Hands down. Such an inspiration, Gilda. Thank you for sharing today. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And you need to come back. Dave is going to want to talk to you. We love updates here on Wake Up Legendary. We love to
I would love to come. I don't know. It's gonna be another thinking overnight. What am I gonna say? Like, am I gonna be able to sustain that long to be in a, like, how is it gonna come out? That worries. And when it's finally come to see you, I feel honored to meet you here. Thank you so much for inviting me. And
I feel honored to be here, able to be the one that got to have a conversation with you. I know. We never like when Dave's gone and he's on vacation, but man, I feel so blessed that I got to have this conversation with you. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so definitely come back for sure. All right. Have a great Friday, Gilda.
Have a great Friday.
Wow, guys. I mean, seriously, whenever you need some motivation, this is just a free ongoing shot of kicking the butt, getting gear, figure it out, what it looks like to keep going, to have grit, to have determination, to be positive, and to believe in yourself and your bigger purpose, and that you can always make a change. And Gilda was just a beautiful, beautiful example of what that looks like in a living, breathing, amazing human. So what a fantastic way to end the week. Happy Friday. I will be back here on Monday. It is Martin Luther King Day, but I will be here live on Monday. And I'm excited for all of our guests next week as well. If you have questions, reach out to your advisor, reach out to support, reach out in the community. We can't help you unless we know what help you need. So reach out. You don't have to do this alone. Keep learning, keep applying what you're learning, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Stay legendary. Peace.